everybody. Get ready for your 3 minutes of black empowerment. We all saw what happened to those race soldiers in Houston when they came to serve that warrant. And we all saw what happened to the race soldier in Georgia. A lot of brothers and sisters have been wondering if this kind of thing is a coincidence or the new norm. Well, let me tell you, these police shootings are going to have to become more frequent. They're not going to leave us any choice. Remember, the central pillar of white supremacy is anti-black racism. And anti-black policy is this country's top priority. It's even more important than national security. As things get worse, more and more blacks will be killing more and more race soldiers. Black people want to be left alone. Now we're seeing Asians, Hispanics, and others walking around with their dicks hanging out, walking in, breaking the law, and being rewarded for it. All this is going on while we, the only people that this government even owes anything to, can't even enjoy a bowl of ice cream on our own couch without a race soldier barging in to murder us. We've had enough. There's absolutely no doubt more cops are gonna get it. There's also other political factors that might force white supremacy's race soldiers to have to leave us alone. Remember the movie RoboCop? Well, the problem the police were having in that movie was actually very realistic. The relationship between the police force and the governments actually became strained. After a while, there wasn't really much more the government could even do for the police. There's only so many Blue Lives Matter laws that they can pass. A George Floyd happens again, and this country's getting burned to the ground. And both the Democrats and the Republicans know it. It won't be long before the race soldiers find out that the white supremacists upstairs don't really care about anything but themselves. Eventually, more and more are gonna pass on being cops altogether. Don't get me wrong, cops are still definitely getting off for killing blacks. Although cops still have a lot of leeway, they don't have as much as they used to. They look around and they see other cops are getting killed, but they don't want to be too trigger happy because now they know there's a possibility that they could actually end up in jail. No matter how much money they throw at the cops, they still have the rules that are gonna apply. The enforcement arm of white supremacy is in a lot more dire situation than we think it is. Now let's talk about these robot dogs. We tend to talk about them like they're gods or something. Yeah, and I know a brother got caught up, but it's gonna take a lot more to get these things off the ground than you think. Right now, these things are about 80 grand a piece. They're made out of plastic mainly, and you can't even really go too far with them. The battery life is only 90 minutes. That really means 30 minutes. Those pictures with the guns mounted on top of them, that's military propaganda stuff. It's gonna be really expensive, and it's gonna take a while to get off the ground too. Having robot dogs running around killing blacks, I wouldn't put that past white supremacy. When you look at how the money and the politics match up, these things may never be used on a wide scale. It doesn't mean we shouldn't be concerned, but there's a lot more politics that they're gonna have to straighten out beforehand. Family, it's likely that more cops are getting popped than white supremacy is even telling us about. The reason we're asking ourselves whether this is gonna be the new norm after seeing just a couple videos is because our gut is trying to tell us something. We may not all do it, but whether it's right or wrong, the way they treat us in this country, I don't blame those of us who do.